The Bridge of Forgotten Promises. Long ago, in a valley nestled between two green hills, there were two villages, Willowbrook on the east and Stonehaven on the west. Between them flowed the Silver Thread River, gentle but deep. The only way to cross was a wooden bridge that had stood for generations. But this was no ordinary bridge. It was said that the bridge was built not just with beams and nails, but with promises, the word of honor from every villager who helped construct it. A promise kept is a plank added, the elders would say. A promise broken is a crack beneath your feet. Over time, though, people began to forget. They made promises lightly. No one thought much of it, until the bridge started to creak. Planks warped, ropes frayed, nails popped out like seeds from a pod. Still, people crossed, holding their breath and stepping carefully. One spring morning, Tomas, a boy of 10 with curly hair and muddy boots, met his best friend Lila at the riverbank. "We should fix the bridge," she said, eyeing a loose board. "It's not safe." "I promise I'll help," Tomas said, grinning. "Tomorrow after school we'll bring tools and start." Lila smiled. "I'll bring rope and nails." But the next day, Tomas forgot. He played tag with friends, flew his kite on the hill, and by sunset, he hadn't gone near the bridge. That night, a heavy rain fell, wind howled, and just before dawn, crack, snap, groan, the bridge collapsed into the river. By sunrise, villagers gathered in shock. Then they saw Lila, soaked and shivering, pulled from the water by fishermen. She was safe but frightened. An old woman in a gray cloak stepped forward. It was Mara, the village elder, known for speaking truths no one wanted to hear. "This bridge didn't fall because of rain," she said quietly. "It fell because promises did." Everyone turned to Tomas. He felt his face burn. I promised to help," he whispered, "but I didn't." Mara placed a hand on his shoulder. "Every broken promise weakens the bridge. Every kept one strengthens it. This bridge is built not of wood alone, but of trust." He went door to door, asking everyone, children, farmers, bakers, even the grumpy goat herder, to write down one promise they would keep. Not grand ones, but real ones. They wrote each promise on a small wooden tile and nailed it to the new bridge beams. Tomas and Lila led the work, side by side. Day by day, as people kept their word, something magical happened. The bridge grew stronger. Where once it swayed, now it stood firm. Vines curled around the promise tiles, protecting them. Birds nested above, singing songs of loyalty. And when a storm came the following winter, one fiercer than any before, the bridge held fast. Not a single plank cracked. From then on, the villagers called it the Bridge of Trust. And Tomas? He still wore muddy boots and sometimes forgot things. But whenever he passed the bridge, he'd touch a tile his own, which read, "I will keep my promises starting today." And he did. The lesson: just like the bridge, trust is built one promise at a time. When we do what we say, we don't just help others, we make the world stronger for everyone.